Tired right now. Yeah. December nights rolling through the Vic Villa, Victorian Village. It's my neighborhood now. Been a quick 2 years, I know that. For those of you that rode the bus the whole way through, for all the stops, I appreciate that. And if not, that's cool too. I dropped a little bit of variety on this one, so hopefully there was a little something for everyone. And if you didn't like one, then you like the next. That type of thing. It's been quite the ride. Yeah. The most important thing for me about this project is that my homies are feeling it. Now, this is one for my people. That's more important to me than getting this out to a bunch of random people on the street, you know? Yeah, I put the time, the money, the work in, so I'm hoping for a little traction. And of course I want to spread it to some new ears, but I think now that I've accepted that this might not be my career, I mean, you never know. But I'm not in such a race like, oh, I gotta be something by this point in my life, get something done by this date, get this many new fans from this project. And now that I've accepted it's a hobby, it kind of takes the pressure off. I can just kick back, make music, and do my thing. I didn't put out the bus ride to blow up on the scene, you know? A few years ago with my first mixtape, Lucid Bars, that's the mentality I might have had. That might have been my angle. But honestly, that stuff doesn't really matter to me anymore, you know? Now it's like, if it happens, it happens. Either way, I'm putting work in, you know? In my lyrics, you hear a pretty confident Luns on the mic talking about how I'm about to make it rapping and all that. I don't know if that's true. That's just the mindset I gotta get myself into to create my best work. Like I know it's gonna happen. Sometimes the way you gotta approach a situation or solve a problem or complete a project is to begin it with the end in mind. Imagine if your goal is already fulfilled. Put yourself in that future moment and think about how good it'll feel when it's achieved. You know, don't think about the obstacles that'll be thrown at you along the way, but think about yourself on your best days, when you're in your most accomplished moments. Think about the version of you that you're most happy with. Put yourself right back in those shoes. You know, that's the positive energy you need to channel into everything you do from the get-go. You gotta begin with the end in mind. That's how you'll get where you wanna go. You know, I was quiet throughout the making of this mixtape. It just felt like no one's gotta know right now. I'm gonna do a little work when no one's watching. My work will speak for itself when the time comes. That time is now. Yeah. December 28th. The bus ride is something I randomly thought of a long time ago, laying in my bed middle of the night on some insomniac shit. At first I had ambitions of getting a little project out June 14th. That ship sailed real quick. I wanted it to be a 614 tape, rep that Columbus area code. And I started thinking C-bus. And then I thought bus ride. And it took me a second, but I realized after the fact that there's some hidden meanings to it, you know, some cryptic messages within that title. If you're on a bus ride, chances are you're not gonna be headed straight to your destination. You know, you gotta make a lot of different stops first. And there's people hopping off the bus and new people hopping on it. Such is life. Some people leave your life and new people come in your life. Either way, you gotta keep riding. Sometimes you gotta deal with people you aren't a big fan of. Gotta deal with things you don't always have the patience for, but even if you don't realize it at the time, these people, events, experiences, they're all stepping stones. It's all part of the journey, part of the ride, en route to your destination, wherever that may be. It's just things you gotta do to reach your ultimate goals, you know? Everything happens for a reason. Don't ever forget that. Yeah. Columbus, Ohio, 614. I also think of the bus ride as me not yet being elite in my craft. You know, like I say in my song Chipper Jones, I ain't major yet, but I'm AAA. You You know, if I was major, I'd be on a private jet. If I was major, I'd be getting chauffeured in the back of a Maybach. The bus ride is sort of a figurative way of saying I've still got a ways to go. You know, not just with music, but with life. Still got a lot to figure out. I'm still riding the bus. One day I'll graduate from the bus and be getting around how I please. Shit, you probably want me to rap on this shit right now. I kinda do too. I already rapped on this. That song, Shoot Your Shot. Beat was just too wavy, I had to bring it back. This tape felt really good for me, man. It's a big weight off my shoulders. Recently, I found a zone. I feel like I finally got my mojo back, you know. Yeah, I got the sauce. So I figured, you know, you gotta get it while it's good. For a while there, I was kinda considering hanging it up and dropping the mic, for real. After a long hiatus, I wasn't getting as much done musically as I should have, and kinda thought about retiring and calling it quits. I don't think my real homies believe that. They know me. They know how much I love this shit. And truth be told, I don't think I believed it either. I knew I still had work to do. A lot of blank pages in the notepad and a lot of thoughts on the brain, so it was time to start creating again. I just couldn't stay away from the game. I'll admit it. And recently I announced the release date for this project, saying how 2016's been a roller coaster. And all of a sudden, sure enough, there's another loop thrown into it. 15 minutes after I announced the date, I get a call from my mom saying my dad's in the hospital. Said he has to undergo triple bypass open heart surgery. Totally unexpected. You know, hearing something like that, your world just stops, you know. What does this mean? The guy's always been so healthy. How could that happen to him? A couple days later, we're in the hospital just waiting around. Finally get the news that everything went smooth. One of the biggest reliefs I can recall. It'll be a long road to recovery, but he made it out alright, you know. Some prayers were answered and he was discharged from the hospital to come home on Christmas morning. Words can't really describe how much that meant. And this is the only track on the tape I recorded after all that. So I'm real weak. That being said, never take your family, friends, health, or fortunes for granted. Learn how to live glass half full. Stay level-headed. Strive to prioritize your passions, you know. Stay above whatever life forces try to bring you down. Stay resilient, and life will be good to you. Don't worry about where other people are in life. You know, if someone's ahead of you or where you want to be, doesn't matter. Run your own race. Ride your own ride. You'll get there your own way. As far as the music, I don't think I'm done right now, but then again, you never know. You never know what curves life can throw at you. But either way, you know, if this were to be my last, I feel like this would be a good way to go out. I wouldn't have felt right hanging it up on the Feb 5 or Luns 3 Hundo. I know those things were only like a year ago, but like I said in Sauce, my last mixtape feels like 5 years ago in my mind. Still ain't even hit my prime. Cause it really does, and really I haven't. In an artist's sense, those old projects feel like a teenage me, you know, just because of how much I've developed. Even while I haven't been putting out new music, I haven't stopped working on my craft. I've never quit freestyling. I've been getting better the whole time. So I feel like it'd be foolish to stop creating right now. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to continue. It's cool, man. This hobby I found is really cool. One that's tough to walk away from. Started out with my first mixtape, Lucid Bars, 2013. And then Luns 3 Hundo, 2015. Sprinkled in the Feb 5 EP. And now it's the dawn of a new era. Chapter 3, the bus ride. Little 2016 flavor to ride out into 2017. Man, young Luns ain't so young anymore, man. I'll be 27 this year. 2017's a big one. A lot of question marks. I feel like this bus ride's about to get real interesting, so we'll see how the ride progresses, what other stops the bus has to make. I don't think I'm gonna be hopping off it just yet. know I'm a Cincy fan, but shout out Cleveland, putting Ohio on the map this year. We just need that Buckeyes title next week. Ohio on the come up. I've got some hard copies coming, man. Get at me for a CD. Till then, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Soundcloud, all that. Sonic Lounge Studios. Todd Cameron, BJ Davis, Tone Cray, Audio Academics, Blue Rivers, Laylo Studios. My family, especially my dad, 2016's real MVP. My friends, my idiots, Columbus, Vic Villa, Hilliard. Never forget where you came from, man. Prime up, vibe out, shoot your shot 2017, ride out, the bus ride, YL, I'm gone.